So good morning all. It is July 25th, 2018. Hard to believe that we're almost in August. Hard to believe that this year is just flying by. Just wanted to do a little quick video, maybe an update slash gratitude video while I have a peace. Well, I have some peace and quiet. So on the note of gratitude, grateful that my little one is sleeping through the night really well. Like now that she's tried some baby food and she can have her table food, and of course still having the breast milk, but yeah, if she's fed well, she can sleep 10 to 12 hours straight. So she's out there, excuse me, sleeping. Can't remember if I said the time, but it is around 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. I've been up since about 4. My husband has a new schedule now where he has to get up at 3, and that's bittersweet, you know. Kind of helps me get up in the middle of the night and get some stuff done, and then I lay back down, or sometimes I just stay up if I went to bed early enough. So anyways, another gratitude moment. I have this peace and quiet as well because my oldest two, not my stepdaughter, you know, she lives away from us, but my oldest two that live in the home are having a sleepover. And so that was nice to kind of have an evening with just my husband and the baby. So life right now, let's not make this, you know, I like making the video short for various reasons, but life is good. Life is good. It's good. And life can be good and it can be challenging. And so in that last video, y'all remember I said I ended up being fired, let go, however you want to call it, from a job. Yes, it was through a staffing agency. So I know some people who've experienced staffing agencies know they can be strict and know that, you know, that's just the name of the game. But still, no one likes to, you know, be let go in that way. And that was my first time ever in life. And I'm sure it will be my last time having that experience. But it's taught me so much. And that's probably going to be the focus of this video, is gratitude for the unexpected things in life that are truly prayers answered. So like I said in the last video, I have a choice. I have a choice to play victim. I have a choice to be like, that company was horrible and how could that company fire me when I had to take, I can say who it was because we actually have been public about just the fact that my mom was actually in the hospital. We're not sharing details of, you know, all the challenges, you know, that she's overcoming right now. But yeah, having to take my mom, you know, to the hospital and care for her, and for various reasons being let go, you know. So anyways, there's a very tempting path for me to say, you know, I can play victim here. I can just make the company horrible and just say all these horrible things about them. That might might be true, but at the end of the day, who cares? Because it was a job, like I said, that I was already on my way out. It was a job that was going to help me pay the bills for the short term. It wasn't a dream job, but it wasn't a job that I was wanting to keep forever. So I can't act like I wasn't praying to God, saying, God, like, I don't want to be here. God, find me something else. And so long story short, being fired in that way, especially on a day where I'm not sure what's going to happen with my own mother's life, and then working for a company that didn't even have the decency to ask me, is your mom okay? What's going on? They didn't ask me for any documentation, no paperwork. I didn't have any write-ups previously to being fired, no negative. Well, I got some feedback, but it wasn't like, you know, extremely negative or, you know, nothing that would lead to getting fired. So all that to say, since it's already been 3 minutes and 33 seconds, all that to say, it was surprising, but it was a prayer answered. I'm not going to play victim. And it's led me to where I've been wanting to be, which y'all know that I am a coach and counselor. And that is the dream, to work for myself. But of course, when you're living the dream and when you want to work for yourself, that takes time. And it's a business you have to build. And the beauty in all of this is being let go in that way has pushed me past any remaining fear that I had. Now, like, I have absolutely no fear, and honestly, I kind of don't have a choice but to go out there and do the work. Because to be quite honest and quite frank, and y'all know that's my path of being honest and direct with y'all, that's going to be my path from now on. Y'all know I wrote the book and, you know, shared some vulnerable things in that book, but yeah, there's no more fear. And there's also the logic behind it. Y'all know, y'all do not know, but I'll share it now. Since about January or February-ish, I have applied to quite a bit of jobs. And yes, I have a master's degree. And yes, I have, you know, education and experience. But depending on the field, and I'm in the higher education field, in the counseling field, depending on the field, there can be a lot of competition. And so, long story short, it hasn't led to anything ideal as far as like a, you know, a career or a job that I would be excited to go to. And because of that, it's like, okay, if I'm not getting anywhere with applications, then why not truly focus on working for myself 100%? So anyways, this video is getting a little long-winded as far as me saying the same thing, which is, I'm not going to play victim. I am going to say thank you for where I am at in life right now. Number one, even beyond all of this, I apologize for not clarifying, but super duper grateful that my mom was able to overcome 2 major health challenges in the hospital, both of which, you know, could have been life-threatening, but by the grace of God, she was able to go home after 2 weeks, and she's healing daily. And actually, she made it to one of my dance mix classes yesterday, so that was awesome. I was a little concerned. I saw her in the back, you know, doing her little thing, and she did great. She did great, but I just didn't want her to hurt herself, knowing that she has to heal. So anyways, super grateful that mom is doing better, and super grateful. Who cares that it took that for me to be where I am today, which is exactly where I need to be, working for myself. And actually, it's not even just working for myself. It's the fact that God knew that if he didn't take that job away, I would have been stressed about, oh, how are we going to pay the bills? And I probably would have chose being at work over being at the hospital with my mom. So once that job took it away on day 1 of being in the hospital with her, I said, okay, wow, well, I have the freedom to be there for my mom. And I was there every single day in the hospital. And then even after she got out, for the first week or so, I'm visiting her and helping her every single day. And now we're just kind of going with the flow as needed as far as what she needs from me. So that's what I'll wrap up. I'll say I'm grateful that I'm not playing victim. I'm grateful that this experience pushed me exactly where I want to be, which is, excuse me, releasing absolutely all fear in regards to working for myself. Because I still had some fear. Well, it wasn't necessarily fear, but I still had some, what was it? More so of that survival mentality, you know, being someone who grew up poor. You can have the talent and skill set to be financially free and to work for yourself and do amazing things. But when you've seen a lot of lack, if you've grown up in poverty, then it can be a cycle that's hard to break. Even as someone who studies counseling and knows, you know, how to break cycles, you know, I'm just now getting out of that cycle of being in the poverty mindset. And so, yeah, I think I was more so stuck in survival, you know, just doing whatever job that will pay the bills. And now that I can see life can go on, we can make it work. My husband's going to provide, and we can, you know, be frugal and be wise during this phase. I don't want to say that, you know, we're broke or, you know, use any of that negative language because of law of attraction. We got to be careful what we say. So I'm, through all of this, not saying that we're broke. I'm saying that we are temporarily experiencing some tightness in our finances, but we are choosing to be wise. We're not choosing to be, what do you want to call it, stressed and worrisome about where the money's going to come from. No, there's always a way. And so we are finding those resources and being resourceful ourselves in different ways, and it's all going to work out. So anyways, yeah, I think I've gotten to the rambling point. Just grateful for life, grateful that mom is alive. We're all alive and healthy. For my 4-year-old daughter just turned 4. That's a beautiful thing to celebrate. I do not take birthdays lightly. I do not take birthdays lightly. I do not take children's birthdays lightly. I'm someone who more recently has experienced some death. Not a ton compared to a lot of people I know, but enough to know that I don't take a birthday lightly. So praise God, she was able to see another year of life, and we're all alive and well. My mom's alive and well. I'm so grateful for her. She's so beautiful. She's such a special soul. She has so much to accomplish here, and that was just validation. Her still being alive today is just validation that she has so much more to accomplish. So anyways, let me go ahead and close out this this video. I'm going to create some more actually, but I'm just going to make them separate because they're going to be separate topics. So anyways, thank you for listening. Y'all know this channel is twofold. Vlogging, me just kind of sharing my thoughts for the purpose of my own, you know, mentality, and just it's serving as kind of like a journal basically. And then secondly, of course, I'm creating content. So that's what I'll do. I'll wrap up this video and then do some 2 tips and 2 videos, probably about forgiveness. probably about the poverty mindset versus the prosperity mindset, and probably about victimhood versus victory. I think those sound good. So we'll do that. Y'all have a great day, evening, night. And also, please, oh, I should definitely say this in all my videos. It's not that I have a ton of extra time because, I'm still there for my mom and doing better with being there for my girls and just pacing myself with life as far as working for myself. But I am someone who will never make affordability a problem. So, one, if you are someone who is interested in coaching, counseling, and I'll create a separate video about some other things that are emerging for me as far as my gifts. I'll say I'm highly intuitive, so I can sense things often before they happen. So if that's something you're interested in, please connect with me. My information is on my channel. Well, I might need to write it below in the video. But I'll write my information below on how to contact me. And again, if you're someone who can afford me, then I'll give you my general rate. But if you're someone who wants a reduced fee, I work with that as well, depending on your income. And then for some people, it's absolutely free. It's absolutely free. So I'm in a phase where I can actually do that work for free for people who can afford it. And that's no problem. And yeah, we can talk more logistics of that. So anyways, I'm happy to do the work. It's been so rewarding to do it and to not have to worry about who can afford me. It's just nice to work with a good mix of clients and know that I am genuine when I mean that. Like, I am happy to do this work. This is what I absolutely love. So let me wrap it up now. It's going on 12 minutes. Y'all know I can go on forever, but thank you again for listening. Grateful for you all. I think I might have lost a subscriber or two, which is no problem. That's okay. We all pick and choose what we want in life, to each his own. But I did gain one, so I think I lost 2, went from 8 to 6. Now I'm back up to 7. Like I said, I don't take it lightly. I am not being sarcastic when I say thank you for subscribing and listening to me and sharing my journey. Let me know how I can help. Talk to you later.